everyone, so today we are going to tighten the roof. If you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, go and check out my dad's other videos of the Porsche on this channel, and let's begin.
Hi, today we're going to look at fixing the roof on the Porsche Boxster. So it's a common issue where the runner, this seam comes on the outside of this plastic, it should be on the inside. So it's on both sides. So it's a known fault, as you can see, it's sitting there. You can, as the roof lifts, push it in, but obviously that's not a permanent fix. There's a piece of elastic behind here which loses its tension, so that's what we're going to replace. So what do we need to do this roof fix? First thing is some elastic. This is just regular cloth elastic, hold a metre of it. It doesn't need to be as thick as this. This I think is an inch, but it could be half that size. Yeah, so this is an inch. It could be less than that. Just went with this, a metre of it from eBay. It's a couple of pounds max. You need ordinary needle and thread. So obviously use one of these things. Choose whichever colour you like. So we've got white, got some pink. Torx T10. I'm using a ratchet on there. I have got one of these as well, although the screws were quite tightly in, so this was more useful to loosen them and then this time do them. A pair of scissors to cut this, and also to cut off the old elastic from the car. One thing I noticed on the piece of cloth that's attached to the hood, on one side it was intact, on the passenger side it was actually torn. So you'll need more of this. I've measured approximately from the end of a unbroken piece of cloth from the car, it's about 7 inches of elastic. That gives you the right tension to for the roof to fold in. Too much and then it'll be the same as having a dead elastic, it will just flop about. So it's from the end of your normal piece of cloth that's off the roof, 7 inches, and then I leave about half an inch and then put a screw in. Obviously I'll show that as we go through the video. But essentially that's it, that's all you need. Oh yeah, and a torch as well. Torch would be useful because it gets quite dark in there to see what you're doing. That's it. I found that by having the roof open about this much, so approximately 17 inches or 44 centimetres up, gave me the most room to get into. That area is quite tight. I guess it depends how what's comfortable for you. It's the passenger side, the left side of the car. As you can see, this is the strip of cloth that was attached to the hood, but the elastic's completely snapped. This is existing elastic. It's completely snapped. So what we're going to have to do is, once you get to it, which is obviously by removing, there's 2 Velcro tabs, one there and one just further down. Take those off, that gives you a bit of access to get inside the car. Then I'll just cut a new piece of elastic and do what we've done on the driver's side. So as I mentioned, this cloth looks like it's been caught up in the mechanism of the roof, so it's looking a little bit tatty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch this new elastic up here where it's a bit more secure. As I said in the video, you need about 7 inches of material from there, so roughly I'm just going to measure it again to see where 7 inches comes out, to make sure that I've got the right tension on that roof cable to enable that to fold inside. So then we start stitching. There are some videos which show these being stapled on. I guess you can do that. I just thought it would be best to try and stitch it together. So I'm going a bit further back purely because this grey cloth is looking a bit weak at the edge, and don't want to end up stitching it only for the cloth to tear. So using a little bit more elastic, but as I said, the elastic is fairly cheap anyway, so you can just obviously they're not easy to get to. Trying to angle it. Torx screw. It comes out, and as you can see, the elastic is pretty knackered. It's just a pile of dust already. So I'm going to get rid of that one. So I've just poked a screwdriver through the new elastic that's sewn. So as you can see here, not going to win any sewing competitions, but it is strong. Probably got more stitching on it than the original, so but you're not going to see that anyway. That goes back around. And the hole that I've just made is where I'm going to push the screw through and attach it back to. There's a screw just there, that's a T10 just there. So that's where that hole that I've made in there, and push the screw through, screw it back on. Right, so put the screw in there. A little bit of excess on the end, that's fine, not too much. There's a little bit of tension on there, which I think will be fine. That's what we've done on the other side. And now I'll just tighten that up and we'll see if that's worked. Yes, we have success on that side. So we tried the roof a couple of times just to make sure that it does go back to where it should do. And this is the passenger side.
Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Feel free to comment or add any questions below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.